Thank you. Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Satguru Shri Moji Ji ki Jai.
Jai.
If you're in the Hangout, the way to ask questions is to unmute your mic. And if you're on YouTube, you can type your questions in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I actually forgot that there is Satsang today because it's a holiday here in India. So somehow I remembered that it's Sunday and not Monday. Then just 15 minutes before Satsang started, I remember. So what's happening in the chat? Radhna says, Namaste Ananta Sangha. Head chopping required here at your feet. Okay, chopped. Is chopped. Now when it's calling you, then you don't pick it up. That's all. What is the meaning of head chopping? That I have let go of this head now. Enough of living life relying on this head, and now life will be led just in reliance to the heart. Let the heart run your life. So when the head calls you, refuse to go, that's all. Doesn't need to be accompanied by any bloodshed. It seems like the head chopping needs to be accompanied with some lots of byproducts. But it doesn't need to be. It can be very simple. It can be a painless operation. All trouble is only because of belief and thoughts. That's the only message you see. All our suffering, all our drama, all our issues, everything is only because of belief and thoughts. And if there was no belief and thoughts, then it could be that even strong grief is coming. A lot of actions are happening through the body. But it is seen that nothing really is happening to you. Because if I ask any of you now, what is really happening to you? It is nothing. In reality, nothing can ever happen to you. All that is happening is just happening. Everything that is happening is just happening, but it is not happening to you. You cannot identify the me to which something can happen, but you can pretend. That's all that we are saying actually. It's just that we are in this habit of pretending, and now it seems to have become a comfortable habit. So as we are letting go of it, then sometimes it comes back and says, "What about me? You forgot about me." And if you forget to ask me who, then in trouble again. The question, who am I, actually is not a spiritual practice. You don't need to make a practice out of it. It's just a very simple question and seems to be like it should be a prerequisite, isn't it? Yet we see the entire humanity running after this and that, but never asking this question, who am I? How can this be? This is the divine Leela, you see. Without first figuring out who I am, I already pick up things that I think I want or I don't want. And we start running. Oh, I want this, I want that. Relationships, money, freedom, health, good looks, perfect partner. See, we go after all of these things without first figuring out who is it that wants them. Okay, so let's see if there's a question.
Okay.
I'm going to stop rambling on. If there's a question, otherwise we can sit in silence today. Doesn't look like the universe wants to hear me today. There's a question earlier that what is arrogance actually? Arrogant, I can be between me and the rest of life. There can be some separation between God and me. That is ultimately the most arrogant concept. So as long as there is a sense of separation, that means that we are arrogant. The belief that I as a person can separate myself from God and I have a individuality, an individual, that is the most arrogant belief. So we believe that here. Usually, a lot of people say God is everywhere, but we forget to include here, and that is arrogance. That is the root of all arrogance. But if you see that all that is happening is God itself, then no room for any arrogance, isn't it? cannot take pride for anything, cannot feel guilt for anything. Even to experience guilt needs arrogance. Even to experience regret needs arrogance. You see? Because you believe that you, as a separate existence, can do something, is the most arrogant belief. So every time we are feeling guilty, know that this is also arrogance. I did this, or I did not do this, I should have done something else. All of this is the arrogance of doership, the arrogance of separation. So know that all appearances are just projection. The one being which is here. Don't even look at the world as a collection of beings. That is a misconception. It is just one being. It's all about you. This one being is projecting the entire universe. And all others are just dream characters which are appearing in the light of your being. There is only one God. And this one God is your own being, your own holy presence. Then what can remain? Then there can be no blame, either through actions that happen through this body or another body, because all is just a projection of the same consciousness. This is the meaning of God is everywhere. God is not in the movie. There is only one light which is projecting the entire movie. It is not separate lights for each dream character, each movie character. Life showing you now, and if you're open to whatever illusions, then this delusion of separation cannot last. What belief are you still harboring? What concept are you still picking up? What should or should not still applies to you? What are you referring to yourself as? Are you still referring to yourself as a person? And are you taking the world personally? And many times we feel that the there is no person here, but the rest of the world is full of people. That is not possible. If no person here, then no person anywhere. And if there is no person anywhere, then show me how you can suffer. No person exists. It's all one big, as Mujiji says, it's all one great seeming. It seems like I am a person, it seems that no person exists. If no person exists, then what can your mind rely on? Who is the mind speaking to? And we must now stop this thing. I know there is no person, but why did she do this to me? Why did he do this to me? Why is he behaving like this? If there is no person, then show me a grievance. Who can show me a grievance without picking up the person idea? So know that you're still holding on to some grievance which seems too close to you to give up. That this one did this to me. I can see that nobody is a person, but this one definitely did this. And for this we shall make him pay. Or God will make him pay, or any of that. See if you are holding on to any grievance like this. And most of our stories will collapse. Without grievances, most of our stories collapse. Troublesome ones. And before satsang, there must have been a time where you're holding grievances against most that we meet. Actually, we want the teacher also to be according to our mind. The teacher should comply with my idea, my mind's idea of what the teacher is. Then we are holding grievances even against the teacher. Then what chance does anybody else in the world have? So free the world from your grievances. Just know that it is your own misbelief. Yes, the audio video today might have some problem because I'm using the 3G connection for my phone as a hotspot. But that's okay, we'll live with it for today. Even this is not a grievance. It is just what it is. We tried, we called up a telecom provider. Their application is down, so they cannot give us any more data. So we cannot hold grievances against them also. It's just what it is. It is meant to be like this.
Just this morning that happened. The condition of being a very principled person, or some principles of being very honest. So if someone else does something, like somebody just stole a bag from outside with the coupon, the strong anger came. How could somebody just? And I could see that my satsang, but it just came out. Yes. How could somebody just do that? How could people not be honest? They could just steal newspapers. And I could see that coming up. There's such a strong conditioning. Yes. being honest, especially, it's like scared away to you.
Yes, yes. Even this, I'm so honest. Somebody stole Radha's milk bag in the morning. So she said that all this ideas of principles and honesty, all this came, and it became a grievance. You see, so it becomes a grievance. Some people can't hold it, because people can't hold it, because people are stealing milk bags now. What will they steal next? So we're very quick to generalize our grievances.
Reactions come, but this nice story is good too.
Yeah. And it's okay if the reaction comes. So the reaction is fine. We should not try to control at the level of action, because that again becomes frustrating. Just like trying to control attention, you must not try to control at the level of action also. Actually, there is no control over action. It's just a presumption that it is my action. The simplest is to just withdraw belief. I've looked at all of this very carefully over many years, and I realized the quickest and simplest way is to just withdraw your belief. So even in the midst, sometimes some reaction could be happening through you, and then you remember to not believe your next thought. You see, the action doesn't immediately stop. You see, it has to live out that energy which was fueling it. So the action continues for a while, but it doesn't get that momentum anymore. It doesn't seem to have that momentum.
So the question I have is, the reaction was because of what happened, right? It's not just randomly coming up. Like, and so the mind wants to make a story out of it because there was nothing before that. And as soon as I realized there was no bad, the anger came. So the anger was because I'm identified, or the anger was just. I'm trying to understand that part.
It
Like,
is exactly how it was meant to play out. Relation between thought and action. Thought is thought, action is action.
so not thought and action, but what happened with the milk bag and the action. So I'm keeping the thought away. But the anger came because somebody saw that there was some. I'm trying to.
Yes, but you saw, and there must have been an interpretation. Oh, somebody is
Yeah.
not honest. There a lot of dishonesty. How can people be like this? Usually, the sequence is like this. Sometimes it can be instantaneous also, without even a thought. Some strong energy comes. It can be like that. That's why I'm saying that don't even just watch everything that is appearing as an appearance. Everything that is appearing is an appearance. It seems very simple, when we say like this, that everything that is appearing is an appearance. But how many of us actually see it like this? So then we are just seeing bundles of energy. Thought is bundle of energy. Yeah, what seems to be happening outside is bundle of energy. All this is just a play of this same consciousness. And none of it is really touching you. None of it is happening to you. So no matter what is happening, no matter which situation you're in, how much the mind tries to convince you that it is relevant, just don't believe. There is nobody here to do anything. So who got angry? Who stole the bag? So don't try to even do or not do. Don't even say I must not get angry. But even all that has to appear will appear. You are nothing but the witness. You're just the pure witnessing, but the beingness here has this ability to pretend to pick up this, all this as something happening individually to someone. That's all part of the play. Refuse to play because it's not a fun play. Not yet, anyway.
It was very clear. Like I drove for the first time to your place all by myself. And there
No.
was so much anxiety. But I could see the car was just being driven, and there was nobody to be anxious. There was just so much energy, but it's unless you believe a thought,
Yes.
there's nobody to be anxious.
There is nobody here. Nobody is here. No matter what the mind is saying, this, that, something, don't feed any belief to your mind. And don't say this is okay for satsang, but outside satsang, I must become a person. See, many of us do like this, that outside satsang, I must become a person. No, the person will play out exactly how it is meant to play. You don't have to pretend. God is running this entire universe, this entire set of universes. You're not even a speck of sand in this huge desert. Not even a speck of sand. This earth, this world is nothing, not even a speck of sand. This entire world. He can run this entire universe very beautifully, no trouble. Don't feel that my life he cannot run. None of us must feel this. There is nothing special about my life. Nothing special about my life. And some of you might hear this as an attack. When I say there is nothing special about you, you might hear this as an attack. But it is an expression of oneness, of sameness. Because this whole need for approval, need for liking, all of this comes from this need for specialness. So suppose you are completely clear that you are not special, completely regular. Are you okay with being completely regular? And then are you okay with being nothing at all? If you're nothing, who wants, who can feel ignored? Who can feel like they are something? The rule of the matter is that All that you believe yourself to be will not last. All that needs belief cannot last. All the concepts we have about ourselves also very quickly go down the drain, you see. Very quickly they go. Life is the great equalizer. Is the great equalizer. So will you let go of your specialness? Or are you waiting for life to crush it out of you? It is going to happen, you see. Let go of concepts and beliefs. You cannot carry specialness into freedom. And right now, there is no specialness. In the moment, there is no specialness. Therefore, freedom is always here. Concepts that we believe, me, so obsessed with this me. But what's in it for me? What about me? You are the Supreme Lord, and yet you are not special. Because when I say that you are the Supreme Lord, I'm not talking to you as a person. I'm speaking to your holy presence. I'm speaking to my holy presence as the one presence. So now what have we done today? We have gotten rid of our grievances and we have gotten rid of our specialness. Yes, and we did discuss all of this today because some of you are thinking, did we discuss all this? Specialness and grievances? So who are you without your grievances? Who are you without your specialness? Don't try to be seen as anything at all. Don't try to be seen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we have this desire to be seen. So in this desire to be seen also is hidden this sense of specialness or arrogance. If you were invisible, what would life be like? Is it a scary thought? This need to be visible also can be looked at. It is a form of specialness. That's why we say neutrality. You see, neutrality. Neither the need to be seen nor the need to hide. That's what the mind can't deal with. So some of us have this need to be seen, to be validated, to be approved. Some of us have this need to hide because there's this fear of what might come from another. What if some rejection comes? So the fear of rejection makes us hide. Suppose we were completely unconcerned by any of this. Then we are not jumping around to be seen and we're not hiding for fear of rejection. Then what happens? Naturally, God is running your life. Then it doesn't matter whether nobody ever looks at you again. Nobody ever looks at you again, or the entire world is looking at you, makes no difference. It's just what it is.
It is what it is. It makes us love you more because we really miss you when you go. And we know that we're not supposed to wait for anything. And we know we shouldn't have any grievance, but we still.
Oh, this is allowed. This we can allow.
It's all love, Father.
It should be fine now. Actually, we managed to get some more data.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Let me put on the YouTube as well.
Full power.
Love, magic, freedom, and happiness says, yes, Father says we must disappear, so he's leading by example. Pekka said something nice. He says, when you laugh, you can't think. Papaji had also said this. You can't laugh and think at the same time. David said, "Don't jinx Lizard."
Because you disappeared just after I told you the signal was great. So I jinxed it. So he's saying I mustn't say anything again.
We got 10 GB more, so hopefully that should be fine. Any question? Clear?
Can you hear me, Ananta?
Yes, David.
Yeah, I was just something I was going to say. Really, you were talking about just before we started having the problems. You were talking about the need to be seen and not seen, and
Yes.
of in joining the sort of the Facebook chat groups. There is that sense of has been that sense of needing to be seen and being able to observe that, and then it's kind of fallen away. And then also to be careful, there's also that can be that need to not be seen as well, almost like an aloof position of I don't need to be seen kind of thing. So it's like a double-edged sword. Um, so yeah, I just thought I'd sort of that came to me when you were speaking about that need to be seen and need to not be seen. So yeah.
With either of these, the need to be seen or not seen, the mind can deal with. You see, the mind says, yes, you need to be seen. Or it says, okay, just hide. You don't need to be seen. Let the others say whatever they want. You want to hide. Both of these, the mind is okay with because it has a plan. You see, the mind needs a plan. But if you say, be completely neutral, don't know anything, don't decide anything, then the mind is out of its depth. It doesn't know what to do anymore. So you don't know. Next minute you could be typing 100 lines on the chat, or you could be quiet for the next 100 days. You don't know what's going to happen. Then all these concepts of approval or hiding all goes away. All goes away. This beautiful neutrality is what we are speaking of. No strategy for anything at all. No planning about anything. This is freshness, you see. The freshness comes from there. If everything is just based on what the mind is saying, oh, you must not say, look at all these people, what kind of chat are they having, so much judgment and so much thing, just be completely fresh. Nothing to do or not do. Amba says, Father, it is morning here and I have not slept all night. Nothing is moving me to sleep even though I'm tired. I'm feeling too happy to sleep or something. Can you come back into the hangout? Let's have a look at you. What's happening? Can we make some space for Amba to come back in? Okay, we have one space now. Cornelia says, seems we can see you in real time now, Father. Very good, my dear. There you are. So what's up?
Nothing, nothing.
He said, I'm feeling too happy to sleep. So it's just that, is it that you're out of energy, but the sleep is not coming? Or is it that there's so much energy which is here that there is no sleep? Don't know.
And now that I'm here right in front of you, I normally don't really feel any fear, but like I have a feeling of fear. But I'm kind of really like grateful to see it. But I'm not afraid of fear, so I don't mind.
So did you try to sleep or that even the trying to sleep didn't happen?
Even the trying to sleep didn't happen. I don't know.
It's good. I see no trouble.
There's no trouble.
Good, man.
Thank you.
Oh, David has to go to work. So much love, my dear. Have a good day at work.
Father, can I say something?
Yes, my dear, of course.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Something is really squirming today in satsang, and I just want to bring it and be in your presence and just not hide, because there's something that when you're speaking about specialness and grievances, that's really been arising here, especially in my marriage, and it's so clearly seen that, you know, it's just an idea in my mind, but the mind is not wanting to, or something is wanting to still see my husband as a person that wants to keep this grievance alive almost. It gives a certain amount of fuel and ammunition to this separate identity. And I'm very grateful that I'm so grateful for all of this, for all the just all of it. It just was just being aware of grievances and specialness arising here, and just don't want to hide anything further. Because I see the sneaky tendency here, and then a pretending, and it's just all rubbish.
Yes. Actually, for all of us, if we can see that our partner is not a person, is the same expression of consciousness, then very few concepts of personhood will remain.
Mm.
This special close relationship seems to be the one that has the most juice left. Okay? So we get into, after the Guru, the best teacher is our partner, isn't it?
Yes.
If you say that life overall is a teacher, and then in the appearance, the Guru is the strongest teacher, then after the Guru, it must be our partner. It must be our partner who is our best teacher. Shows us all that we still believe, all our concepts, and for this we must be so grateful.
Yeah. He is my greatest teacher on so many levels, and you know, he refuses to play the game, and then something gets incredibly angry and wants to make him wrong and say, well, I don't want to be in this marriage because it's not working for me, and a whole nonsense story. But it's just such incredible grace. Yeah.
Sounds very, very normal to me. Sounds like a normal marriage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once there was actually, before I met Muji, there was this time where all of us cousins in India, we were all in Bangalore somehow, and we took this one big bus and we were going on a picnic. Then in the picnic and on this bus, one of them, or the younger ones, started talking about their marriage and similar things, that he's always like this, and he was there. Her husband was also there. So she said he's like this, he does it. Then one said, oh, this is exactly what my wife also says. Then I said, yes, exactly what Garima also says. So everyone had the same story. So actually it seems like before it exposes like this, it seems like it's happening only to us. We are stuck in the most terrible marriages, it seems like. But then when we start sharing, it sounds like everybody is the same story. In fact, at the end of that journey, we were feeling that we should write a book. We should write a book about the most common grievances that can be present in a marriage.
But it's such, oh, I don't know, it just went. It's such grace because it shows how there is a belief that there's some salvation in the marriage, like somehow thinking that the marriage can give something to a separate identity, and it's just subtle ideas that anything can give something to nothing.
Yes, exactly. Cannot give something to nothing.
No.
And then nothing can never become something.
No.
Very good.
Father, I leave all specialness, all grievances, all everything here. It's all nothing anyway. It's all nothing anyway. And if there's anything you feel to chop, Father, my head is on the chopping block.
It's good. It's already chopped. It's all chopped.
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Very good. Okay, let's have a song before my family barges into satsang and pulls me away. Sukhbir can sing or no? He's in the office. And yeah. Is it your own office or do you have a boss?
My own office.
Your own office.
So,
Are you going to sing for us or no?
okay, sure, definitely.
Very good.
Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Sitaram.
Very nice. Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A lot of devotion in that. And Radha is also here. Every time she's here, we'll make her sing a song as well. Center.
So I want to talk to you about the copyright thing. So we were having this chat and Lizelle and all the singing. I'm not even sure. So is it okay to even sing like this? Because I was talking to Samik and he said it's a public broadcast and you're singing somebody else's like a copyright. That's
Sing
my
whatever you want, love. Sing whatever you want.
Oh no, Liz, I just wanted to make sure it's all okay.
You sing whatever you want, my love.
Because most of the chants are traditional Indian chants, so they can't be copyrighted. So even if you sing something which is a chant, but somebody has a very popular version of it,
Yes, like the
doesn't mean
melody,
it doesn't
right?
belong. It doesn't mean that it belongs to them.
Okay.
So just all legal liabilities on me.
You're in silhouette though. You've got to angle the computer screen for me a little so we can see you.
Nice. This way. It's all black.
Beautiful.
Something is just beating so fast, I can't even
It's okay,
sing.
take your time. It's water.
I have no idea what's going on. My voice is not coming out. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Take your time.
Actually, the song just touches me so much. I don't know. It's Deva Prama's Krishna.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard that, but. Krishna, 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 Jai Jai, Hare Rama, 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 Jai Jai, Hare Krishna, 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 Jai Jai, Hare Rama, 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 Jai Jai, Hare Krishna, 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 Jai Jai, Hare Rama, 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 Jai Jai, Hare Krishna, 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 Jai Jai, Hare Rama, 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 Jai Jai, Hare Krishna, 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 Jai Jai, Hare Rama, 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 Jai Jai Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Jai Jai. Father, the singer comes up every time I have to sing. It's just ridiculous. Like,
Very beautiful.
but it's seen that sometimes at home there's nobody to watch or something, so a singer identity is not as strong. So there's just the joy of singing, but when somebody's watching, it's just some identity that comes up. The joy is not as much, or it's not that open that I can sing. So I'll give it to you, Father.
It won't last.
I know. I can see it's gone down, but it still comes up.
Okay, my dear Lizal, do the invocations now.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dhyanamoolam Gurur Murti, Pujamulam Gurur Padam, Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam, Mokshamalam Gurur Kripa, Mokshamalam Murtiji Kripa, Mokshamalam Anantaji Kripa. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramya, sarve putrani pashantu, ma kaschit dugapat bhavet. Asato masatkamya, tamaso majyotir gamya, mrityorma amritam gamya. Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Brahma Paramastu. Om Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Shri Satguru Murji Ji Ki Jai.
Thank you all so much for being in Satsang today. Satguru Shri Mujiji Ki Jai.
Jai. Anantaji Ki Jai.
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 Thank you all so much. Thank you, all of you on YouTube as well. I know I missed a lot of your messages today because we were logging in and out. But all of you are always in my heart. Okay, my dear, we can turn off the broadcast now.